Thelma Schoonmaker, Martin Scorsese's editor, says that one of the most important qualities of a good editor is self-discipline. Do you find it disturbing? What if you struggle with finding time for editing? This may happen due to your perfectionism, procrastinating, distractions around you, or a 9-to-5 job. Is there any hope that you will be a self-disciplined person? The Editing Chef course I am presenting to you is a pathway to becoming a self-disciplined editor that manages time in order to get work done, keep clients happy, and stay passionate about storytelling. In a way, it's a productivity course strictly for editors. Let me tell you how I understood that I need to work on such a process on my own. 2018 was my first year on YouTube and the first year of freelancing after I've quit my editing job in a video production house. The first months were tough. I was out of freelance market for about 2 years and no one was calling to ask about my services anymore. Before I became an editor in a video production house, I used to be a videographer. Shooting, editing, doing whatever needed to be done. But my old clients already knew I had a regular job for 2 years and they have found other people to work with. So in the first and second quarters of 2018, I was producing some small corporate videos, editing and conducting software courses. Basically anything I could put my hands on. But I knew I wanted to focus more on editing itself. I didn't want to produce anymore. I needed more flexibility because my wife and I were planning on having a second child. But more importantly, I wanted to focus on editing. Running the channel made me realize that this is the part of filmmaking I absolutely adore. After a while and putting myself out there, I found clients that specifically wanted my editing skills. Good for me. But there was one little problem. Sometimes I just couldn't force myself to edit. I mean, I still loved that process as much as before. I had a deadline I needed to meet. Theoretically, I knew what I needed to edit. Obviously, I knew how to do it, right? But still, I was struggling to get into the zone and to make progress. Maybe it was because I had no boss anymore. I had an empty office for myself. No one was looking at the monitor from behind my back. Theoretically, I could do whatever I wanted to. You know as well as I do that it's so easy to get distracted with all social media, smartphones, etc. So here I was, doing what I wanted to do, yet choosing to watch a TV show during my working hours instead of pursuing that dream we probably share. The dream of becoming a filmmaker, a storyteller. Because that's what we are, first and foremost, storytellers, not a pushers of buttons on the keyboard. It may not sound like a big deal for you, but I was wasting my time avoiding work while my wife was at home with our little boy. And very soon, she would be pregnant with our daughter. It wasn't easy. And I was letting her down even though she didn't know about it. It was then that I realized a few things. I needed a better work environment that would strengthen my focus on work. I needed to find ways to get into the editing zone. I needed to be able to find ideas for editing easily. I needed to control distractions. I needed to get rid of any friction points in my editing workflow. And finally, if I do nothing, it's just a matter of time and I will become miserable in that profession. How about you? Does any of what I've just said sound familiar to you? If so, does it mean that we're doomed? I believe that self-discipline, just like storytelling, is a skill, not something you were or weren't born with. So I started to test things on myself with the goal of becoming a self-disciplined editor. Have I found solutions to my problems? Can I look into the mirror and say to myself that I am self-disciplined? I'll be honest, I cannot. But I have found some ways to improve myself and I can see how the processes I am implementing into my work affect my editing sessions. It is a positive change. And this is what I'm gonna share with you in this course so that you can experience the transformation for yourself. I've learned how to manage my editing sessions better, how to make them more productive and really own them. The Editing Chef is like a little Bible with rules that will help you live a better editing life. I wish I could say I follow all the rules from that Bible all the time, but I can't. Just like with the Bible, it's not about reading it and calling it a day. It is a process. It needs to grow on you. Some of the things we'll talk about will be easy for you to implement. Some may take you months or even years. But as someone wise has said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The lessons in the course are short and concise. They are NLE agnostic in general. I show some technical concepts in Premiere Pro, which is my NLE of choice, but any of them could be used to replicate the ideas I'm presenting. We'll have a regular office hours where you can talk to me and a few other attendees about your experience with the course, your editing projects, career development, and so on. I will also challenge you with some action steps. I'll do everything I can to make your investment worth every cent, but you will have to put in the work. There are no get great quick schemes. That's just someone trying to fool you to get what he or she wants. The course has a 3 months money back guarantee if you're not happy with it for any reason, as long as you can document that you have taken the action steps. I know that it will transform you into a better and more productive editor because I am applying the methods I am teaching to myself. That's right, I'm not claiming to be an expert. Instead, I am a struggler. If that's a problem for you and you want someone almighty and with the right degree in front of his name, then probably it's not a course for you. But if you want to grow together with me, you are in the right spot, my friend. I can't promise that your life as an editor will be problem-free and you won't struggle with efficiency ever again. But I do feel pretty confident that the techniques, tips and practices I am about to share with you will have a dramatic impact on your editing career. This is the process, and claiming that I am over it would be very foolish. Treat it this way. Let's kickstart that process for you, so you can edit more efficiently, enjoy the work, and get more praise from clients. Eventually, this free will let you make more money, which is a nice add-on and a return on investment. Time for section 1, prep work.